Azerbaijanis are voting in a snap election that is all but certain to give the incumbent president, Ilham Aliyev, another 7 years in office. He's already been in power some 20 years, a period during which civil liberties have eroded in Azerbaijan. Now, Aliyev's office brought forward this election by a year after his troops retook the Karabakh region from ethnic Armenian forces at the end of 2023. With more details, here's our correspondent Taline Oundjian reporting now from Yerevan in Armenia.
Azerbaijani elections were initially set for next year, but the President Ilham Aliyev called for an early election right after the successful offensive that his army launched in Nagorno-Karabakh last September, which led to the exile of more than 100,000 ethnic Armenians to Armenia. The region was disputed between the two countries for more than 30 years. And as Ilham Aliyev said in an interview for Euronews last August, to win the war was the mission of his political life. This election comes at a moment where his popularity is at its highest. He and his wife, who's the current vice president of Azerbaijan, went to vote this Wednesday morning in the biggest city of Nagorno-Karabakh, which is a strong symbol to assert his victory in the region. There's very little chance that the president won't win these elections that are boycotted by the opposition. Elections that take place in the context of increased repression of activists and the press. 13 independent journalists have been detained since last October. And an election observer from Switzerland sent by the Organization for the Security and Cooperation in Europe has been expelled from the country last week. Azerbaijan ranks 151 out of 180 on the Reporters Without Borders Press Freedom Index. Here in Armenia, these elections are compounded by fears of military incursions inside Armenia proper. Azerbaijan still occupies around 150 kilometers square of Armenian territory, and peace talks are moving very slowly, with one of the main issues being the border delimitation between the two countries. Ilham Aliyev often refers to some regions of Armenia as Western Azerbaijan.